two of the biggest storylines that are shaping West Ham's United rebuild right now in this video, because in the middle of relegation, uncertainty, injuries, transfer rumours, there are two massive updates that have dropped. One's regarding Tomas Souček, who was injured at the World Cup. He's confirmed that he's staying at the club, and he's now revealed when he expects to be back. And the second story is regarding our pursuit of Dom Ballard, the League One Golden Boot winner. This has been delayed because the club is waiting for the arrival of Nils Koppen, who will be our new head of player recruitment. So you're going to get two different stories, two different areas of the pitch, but it's one massive message, and that is West Ham's rebuild is finally taking shape. So let's break it all down. And we're going to start with Tomas Souček, because this one is quite emotional for a lot of West Ham fans. During the Czech Republic's final group stage match against Mexico, Tomas Souček suffered ligament damage to his left ankle. It's a serious injury, and it's usually the kind of injury that takes months, not weeks, to recover from. One football report is quoted as reporting that Tomas Souček suffered ligament damage to his left ankle during the Czech Republic's final group stage match. He's flown back to London for further evaluation, and now, according to Hammers News, he's undergoing fresh scans and new tests to determine the exact recovery timeline. Now, Tomas Souček himself has said that he has been working daily on rehab since returning from the World Cup, and he's already ahead of schedule. The guy's a machine. He's even said he's feeling stronger every day. And in all honesty, considering he got injured playing in Mexico City at that ridiculous altitude, I'm actually amazed he didn't come back with a Sherpa and an oxygen tank. The man basically did his ankle on Mount Everest. But before we get into his return date, it's also important to understand who's overseeing the process. The man overseeing Tomas Souček's recovery is Richard Collinge, West Ham's performance director. He's the guy that coordinates everything behind the scenes: medical, sports science, rehab, conditioning, long-term physical development, injury prevention, return to play protocols. Collinge has more than 25 years of elite football experience with roles at Wigan, Watford, Brentford, Montreal Impact, and the Scotland national team. He's got a master's in sports physiotherapy, an MBA in strategic leadership, and he's basically the person responsible for making sure players don't just recover, but they come back stronger. So when Richard Collinge says that Souček will be returning to London for further assessment, it's not PR fluff. That's the club's top performance expert making sure the injury is handled properly and professionally. And that matters, especially when you are preparing for a brutal championship season. Now, before we get any deeper into Tomas Souček's statement, if you appreciate the content, drop a like on the stream, give the video a hype. That really would be appreciated. Leave a comment in the section below with your thoughts on Tomas Souček staying and also the upcoming story about Dom Ballard. And if you want more content, in the top left-hand corner, you have a QR code. If you get out your mobile device and scan that, it will take you to our YouTube subscription page. Rest assured, subscribing to the channel is free, data safe. It just helps to grow the channel bigger than what it is when you find it. And when you're there, make sure you hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. So let's get back into it. Souček has also posted a statement online. And in all honesty, it's quite a heartfelt message. Pulls at the old heartstrings. He says, "This isn't how I imagined ending the season, not with West Ham, not with the Czech Republic, and certainly not with an injury." He apologised to the fans. He said the failure had hurt him more than anything. He admitted that this is his first serious injury in 12 years as a professional footballer. And then he said the line that sums him up perfectly. "Everyone who knows me knows one thing: I never give up." And that is why he's loved. That's why he's respected. That's why he's staying. He said the injury makes him even more determined that he'll use the next few months to come back stronger as a player, as a teammate, and as a person. But now, thanks to this new article, we know when he expects to be back. Because according to Hammers News, Tomas Souček has told fans he expects to be back, quotes, in a few weeks, depending on the results of his new tests. Now, that's huge because it means that he's not out for months. He's not missing half the season. He's targeting a return early in the championship campaign. He said he's feeling stronger every day, but he also makes it clear he won't rush it. His words were, "I want to return properly, not recklessly." Now, that's exactly what you want from a senior pro. He'll support the team off the pitch while he finishes his rehab, and once he's back, he'll give everything to help West Ham fight for promotion. This is massive for the dressing room, for morale and for Nuno as well. Now, Tomas Souček staying is one part of the rebuild. The other part, and this is the part that I think fans are really desperate for, is new signings. And that brings us to the next story. West Ham's pursuit of Dom Ballard, and this has been delayed. Not cancelled, not abandoned, just delayed. And the reason is actually a good sign in theory. Now, before we get into that, who is Dom Ballard is probably going to be the question that flashes across your head. So let's get into that. This lad is seriously exciting. He's exactly the type of striker that West Ham should be targeting for a championship promotion push. Dom Ballard is 21 years old and he currently plays for our near neighbours Leyton Orient, where he became one of the standout players in League One last season. So if you want to know about his stats, his numbers are really impressive. 23 league goals in 40 league appearances. He was League One's Golden Boot winner. He was the top goal scorer, as I say. He averaged 0.63 goals per 90 minutes, and he scored every type of goal there is. Poacher finishes, headers, long-range strikes, counter-attack goals. He had one of the highest XG overperformance rates in League One. So this wasn't a purple patch. This was domination. Now, Ballard didn't just score goals. He actually carried Leyton Orient's attack. He became their talisman. He became their outlet. He became their match winner. Now, as far as his playing style is concerned, he's quick, he's direct, he's aggressive, he's relentless in the press, he loves running in behind, he has a proper striker's instinct, and he's fearless, which is exactly what you need in the Championship. He's not a luxury forward, he's a fighter, he's a runner, he's a finisher. He'll fit Nuno's system perfectly, especially if West Ham want to play more transitional football next season. Now, in the Championship, you need pace, you need aggression, you need work rate, you need clinical finishing, and Ballard ticks every one of those boxes. He's the type of striker who scores 15 to 20 goals minimum in the Championship if he gets regular minutes. But West Ham can't move yet because they're waiting for the installation of Nils Koppen. Now, the Daily Mail reports that our pursuit of Ballard has been delayed because of Koppen's appointment that we're waiting for. Hasn't been appointed yet. He's still currently, as I understand it, Copenhagen's technical director. He was expected to be announced earlier this week, but the final paperwork hasn't been completed yet. And we don't want to make signings as a club until Koppen is officially in the building. This, I believe, is actually a good sign because if you think about it, it means that there are no more scattergun recruitment. There's no more Sullivan specials, no more panic buys, no more manager wants X, owner wants Y. Koppen's experience, structure, and modern approach is exactly what West Ham need for a promotion push. But the flip side of this is that the delay means that Bristol City, who are also interested in Ballard, are preparing an improved bid. We could therefore miss out if Koppen isn't confirmed soon, and it also means that at the minute, the rebuild is paused to a degree until he arrives. And with the Championship season starting soon, and as I understand it, some of the players are actually reporting to training on Monday next week, we need to hit the ground running. But it's important to remember Ballard is not the only name on the list. I mentioned the other day about Franculino being on the radar, a 22-year-old forward from Midtjylland who scored 22 goals in 34 games in Denmark last season. That's another profile that fits the Championship perfectly. But again, no deals can be done until Koppen arrives. As far as incomings are concerned, that is. But in the meantime, outgoings are still happening. Matheus Fernandes, as we know, is set to join Tottenham Hotspur for £85 million. Obviously, they beat Manchester United to the deal. And there's obviously going to be a couple more players to leave. There's a lot of speculation about the futures of Crescencio Summerville and Jared Bowen principally. But the incoming deals are all waiting on Nils Koppen's installation as our director of player recruitment. So here's the bottom line. West Ham's rebuild is finally taking shape. Souček, injured, hurting, disappointed, but he is staying. He's committed, he's determined, and now he's telling fans he'll be back in a few weeks, not months. And Dom Ballard, he's young, he's hungry, he's clinical, and he is a transfer target. But the deal has been delayed until Koppen's arrival. Koppen, modern, experienced, structured, he's the key to the entire transfer window. This is the new spine of the club. Souček's mentality, Ballard's potential, Koppen's recruitment, Nuno's system. It's slow, it's frustrating, but it appears we're finally moving in the right direction. Now, before you head off, drop a like on the stream if you appreciate the content. Give us hype if you've got one available. Leave a comment with your thoughts on the Souček's return timeline, Ballard and Koppen. And if you want more rebuild content, as you can see in the top left-hand corner, there is a QR code. If you get out your mobile device and scan that, that will take you to our YouTube subscription page. If you scan that, it's completely free of charge to subscribe. It's data safe. It helps to grow the channel into something bigger and better than what you find it. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. We'll see you next time. Come on, you irons.